Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Thursday, June 10th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, that Telegraph Fire down by Globe, that's now reached 84,860 acres in size. The good news is crews have increased containment on that, now up to 34% as of last report. Fire crews completed burning out around structures and infrastructure in the area of Pinal and Signal Peaks yesterday, but some active fire still remains in the area and is being patrolled. Yesterday's burnout along Russell Gulch has been completed, with one slopover near Tuxedo Junction that they were working to contain. Thus far, 5 structures have burned. There are currently a total of 923 personnel fighting the Telegraph Fire. Last night, crews worked to conduct a burnout operation to secure complete protection of the top-of-the-world community, as well as contain the fire in that area to facilitate the future reopening of U.S. Highway 60 to motorists. Firefighters will assess Forest Road 651 on the west side of Pinal Peak for possible burnout operations to ensure that fire remains on the west side of that peak. Firefighters have begun to scout a network of old roads and trails from Tuxedo Junction to Arizona State Route 77 for possible construction of a contingency line in that area. Well, Pinal County Sheriff's Deputy Jackson Deinert provided us with some really significant good law enforcement perspective from out in the field on that fire.
All the people on top of the world, they're on a go status, which means it's highly recommended that you evacuate, because if you don't, we aren't guaranteed to be able to provide any kind of support up there, because if it gets so bad, we might not be able to get into ourselves to support whatever they need. There's one road into that place, and it's Highway 60. Some of the railings have wooden pillars. Those wooden pillars, some are completely destroyed by the fire. So ADOT has closed the road. In one of the spots up here, it actually jumped over the road. The fire can change so quickly with the wind and the conditions that when that happens, and if you're on this road, you're going to be caught, you're going to be stuck. We can only do so much to help people out. I'm going to do a welfare check. So the people that are up there right now, they don't have power. The power company shut off supply. There's no cell phone service up there. And the reporting party says they can't get in contact with them, but it's most likely because they shut off the power at the top of the world. So we'll go up there and make sure they're fine. Oh, you're so nice. Her relative called, wanted to just check on her. Obviously there's no cell phone service up here, power's down. She called us, wanted to see.
Just got to go.
Got a hold of her. All right, well you guys have a good rest of your day and stay safe, all right? All right, thanks guys. Also, houses that have been evacuated, we roam around there and make sure nobody's looting those properties as well, because some people will take advantage of that situation. They think, hey, nobody's home right now, and then they tend to steal things or damage things. So we want to make sure the people are safe, their property remains safe while they're away, and then if anybody needs assistance being evacuated, we'll assist them with that as well.
The Arizona Department of Transportation has announced the reopening of Arizona State Route 77. Evacuation shelters have still been set up at High Desert Middle School in Globe and Skyline High School in Mesa. The Gila County Emergency Management folks have activated a call center for information on sheltering if you or someone that you know is evacuated due to that wildfire. The number to call is 928-910-4009 between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And finally, in a little bit of good news on this Thursday, it seems a bear in Arizona emerged unscathed from quite the power trip when it became stuck on a utility pole. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, a utility company based in the southern Arizona city of Wilcox, was notified Monday morning that a bear was tangled in power pole lines on the outskirts of town. Well, Werner Neubauer, a company lineman, said they immediately disabled the power so the animal would not get electrocuted. Neubauer then went up in a bucket lift and used an 8-foot fiberglass stick to try to nudge the bear to go down. He even tried talking to it, saying, and I quote, "I think I told him I was going to help him get down the pole," Neubauer said. And he went on to say, "I know he couldn't really understand me, but it did get his attention." I bet it everybody's attention. And after grabbing and biting at the stick a couple of times, the bear eventually did climb down and then ran off into the desert. According to Neubauer, there were no injuries and no power outage, or at least what little power outage that they had was only really affecting a few residential customers and only lasted for about 15 minutes. When told the reason for the outage, Neubauer said several customers were understanding. No word on the others. Anyway, this is the second time in a month that a bear has been spotted in the southern Arizona city. No word on any effects on the local picnic basket population. Sorry, don't be a boo-boo. Anyway, coming up in Rim Country weather, strong southwest winds and low relative humidity will produce critical fire weather conditions for portions of northern Arizona today. Winds then decrease from Friday onward, but then a significant warming trend develops this weekend and into next week, with daytime temperatures rising to near record levels. A complete report is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Lucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
In your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, temperatures will remain nearly identical to Wednesday with very dry surface conditions. However, you can also expect wind speeds to increase 5 to 15 miles an hour from yesterday. As a result, when combined with our dry and warm boundary layer, this is going to lead to dangerous fire weather conditions today. As such, a red flag warning has been issued to cover areas up on top of the rim as a result. Now, winds decrease quickly tonight with clear skies and even drier surface conditions. Now, this should allow for more radiational cooling when compared to temperatures this morning. Now, from Friday onward, you can expect wind to be much less of an impact or no impact at all as a ridge builds into the region. This ridge is going to become quite strong over the weekend and into the early part of next week, likely peaking on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then very slowly weakening by the end of next week. Now, what this means is we can expect very hot, near record temperatures as a result of all this. An excessive heat warning has been issued for much of the forecast period for the lower reaches of the Grand Canyon. Now, we expect more areas will be impacted like this in the coming days, likely expanding into the lower elevations of Yavapai and possibly here in Gila County as well. Now, as an aside, the ridge will be in a favorable position to generate significant thermal low along the lower Colorado River, and a mid-level flow will resemble the North American monsoon. Now, while this does not mean the actual start of the monsoon season, it is a chance for some convection anyway to develop by the middle to the end of next week. Unfortunately, that would be likely to be in the form of high-based convection, which really would just be exacerbating fire weather conditions. So stay tuned as we get a little bit closer, and we'll have some more details for you on that. It's also good to keep in mind, however, that we always have to get some of these really high temperatures just in order to really suck the monsoon moisture in. So, it's all part of the festivities. So, buckle up. It's going to be an interesting ride for the next few weeks. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson today, under beautiful sunny skies, you can expect things to heat up to 87 degrees for our high today and 57 for our low tonight. Enjoy that while you can, because by Monday we should be experiencing triple-digit heat right here in Payson. Oh boy. Up on top of the Rim today at Forest Lakes, well, they're going to have a pretty nice high today, reaching right up around 76 degrees, with their low tonight dropping down to around 46. Now, if you're headed down to Roosevelt Lake or down to visit folks in Tonto Basin today, well, folks down there can expect to have a high right around 98 degrees today, with their low tonight dropping back to near 67. Man, all the way down in Phoenix at Sky Harbor International Airport, another toasty one down there today. They're looking for 102 for a high and then 75 for their low tonight. And they're expecting 115 by Monday and 117 on Tuesday. So again, it's that time of year again when the Arizona deserts just kind of turn into one big crock pot set on slow bake. So those of us here in Rim Country, as a result, well, we can probably expect the weekend traffic to pick up again this weekend as those hot temperatures start to roll into the lower deserts. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Friday Eve.